good evening and welcome to Milton Keynes. Well, there's just going to be about 2,000 Notts fans in here this evening. Everybody who faced each other on December the 9th faces each other tonight in the way of reverse fixtures. Two changes to the starting 11. Mas Kouya's in at wing back and Tyrese Hall's back in the starting 11. Like I said, we should be fresh as daisies from Boxing Day because, well, we didn't really play. Go on, Scrundy boys, let's do this.
60,000 seats to go out, come on. Go!
17 minutes in, 0-0. Mowing a lot of the territory in their half. We actually, I'll tell you what, that's a shot and that's a save. By Dennis. Dennis had our first chance as well. He just put the free kick over the bar. So good work by here, Fender. We've actually done more now than we did in 95 minutes on Boxing Day. Sugar's getting a lot of time on the ball on the left hand side. Need to be better with the ball in final third, just getting that final crossing. So our work rate's actually quite decent so far. John Mellish hit the post from about 3 yards after, a scramble from the corner. And then Dennis sent Jatta through. This cross shot looped up off the defender and ended up in the gloves of McGillivray. Wish we could just speed it up just that little bit, getting the cross in the box just that little bit earlier. Ceruda's dibbling too much when he's got it on the wing. We know the man can't defend, so get at him.
Go on.
What a finish by here, Pender, that was. Tell you what, he got his first Notts goal against MK. He's got his second Notts goal in the reverse fixture. What a lovely finish into the bottom corner, that was. Decent half by all measures. Here, Pender with a really good finish late on in that half to give us the lead. A lead which we should have had beforehand when Dennis headed wide. Got to keep being effective though, winning our battles, winning the pressing well. The only real chance they had was when I think it was Mellish at the post from about 3 yards after a scramble from a corner. But we need to perform for 90. 2 chances this half so far. Patterson, Rob Norburn in possession. His shot went wide. And then Badeau at the back post from Tyrese Hall's free kick. Volleyed over the far post. They made 3 subs at the bank as well. Looks like we're making our first sub and all. I don't know. Is that Kouya injured? Don't know yet. Dennis might learn to pass the ball one day. But that's been coming. We'll just keep sitting deep. It's doing my head in. 45-minute FC again. Yeah, Gordon replaced Kouya because Kouya was injured. I forgot to say that before the goal. And who just came on? Someone came on. That's a goal kick. Yeah, Conor Gunn came on. Cheers, guys. Conor Gunn came on for what's his name? Matt Dennis. Free invited more pressure. We'll be in McDonald's behind the ground. Pressure's gone. Invited pressure. Made stupid decisions. Just a normal not second half. It's literally full time when the ball's in play. There you go. 2025 is done. We started the year at home to Walsall and we ended it away at MK. We finished the year with a 1-1 draw. This was probably a fair result. If you asked Martin Patterson, or if you told Martin Patterson that, he'd disagree. I heard his post-match interview and he said we should have won the game and it was 2 points dropped. And to be fair to him, I understand. I thought we limited MK very well defensively. The only chance they had of note in the first half was the Mellish one off the post from a corner. And that all came from their header, which was... Well, it's a good block by Jatta, don't get me wrong, but it's a soft header and Roos is gathering it up. But to be fair, you don't know sometimes with Kelly Roos, so it's probably best for Jatta to do that. Other than that, we just limited them to shots, half chances really, not even that much. We did noticeably step up our intensity and our press on Boxing Day. I mean, we did more in the first 10 minutes than we did in 95 on Boxing Day. We should have took the lead earlier than we did. A really good ball in by Maz Kuyar from the corner. And Dennis, free header. It's got to go in. It's got to be a goal. It really has to be a goal. Good work by Dennis and Sula in the build-up to the goal. And Iapenda with a lovely finish from outside the area. Really takes it well into the bottom corner. They're the sort of areas I like to see us shooting from as well. When we get into that positions, we've really got to start getting shots off. But yeah, we were solid first half. And for the opening moments of the second as well, we restricted MK. Badeau also volleyed over. He still hasn't scored in a not shirt. When will it happen? But yeah, we were fine. I don't like how we started to retreat a little, but it wasn't like, you know, we're absolutely hanging on at this point. And then just, it's stupidity. It really is stupidity. It's our own throwing. Dennis gets the ball, he dribbles back into his own half under pressure. He's got Cerula in the centre, unmarked. He's got Macari on the wing, unmarked, either side of him. And he still tries to dribble past two MK players with his back turned to them. What are you doing? What are you doing? You are not Thierry Henry. You are Matt Dennis. Don't do it there. That's a silly position to do it. MK get into the penalty area. It's a good save by Roos, to be fair, at first, but Patterson's there, and it's such an avoidable goal. They did get onto us a little bit more in the second half than they did in the first. Don't think we helped ourselves with sitting back, though. I really didn't. I was quite annoyed at that. I was getting quite frustrated by how much we were sitting back at certain periods, and the fact that we stopped, you know, attacking and pressing as much as we were in the first half. Cerula absolutely skied one from a free kick. We do really need to work on our set pieces, by the way. The amount of times we put in a cross into the box from a corner or free kick and it just either gets headed away or it goes over everyone, or the worst of all, he doesn't even beat the first man. So individual performances, Norburn and Iapenda once again, you know, since they've got into the starting 11, replacing Palmer and Robertson, because Palmer and Robertson, obviously, they were doing really well together, but Iapenda and Norburn have stepped up. Norburn had a slow start in a not shirt, but since he's come into the side, he's done really well. Since he came on at Bristol Rovers that time, and he's putting tackles in left, right and centre, getting his mandatory yellow card. Yeah, he's done well. In Iapenda, like I said, great ball carrier. 2 really good games now against MK for him, and both his goals for Notts have now come against MK in either fixture. But yeah, there's times where I think we could just set up a bit more proactively away from home, where we could create more clear-cut chances. And in this case, it's been the same at home sometimes as well. We don't create enough clear-cut chances for throughout a game consistently enough, and it's frustrating. That intense, just that little switch, that little bit of turn up in the intensity is just what we need to make sure we, and obviously a good January, to make sure we can climb into the top 3 and stay there. Because you know what, despite how bad our summer was, in which we could have recruited better in certain positions we recruited in, and rely on the reliance on loans, I think Patterson and the team have done a good job, because I think we are above where we probably should be in the table. Because I think the squad we had last season was better, but we are fully in this promotion battle. If you ask me to pick 4 teams to go up right now, I won't be able to tell you. It'll be drawing names out of a hat, because not one team has stood out so far, and that's why it's so tight. Not one team has I haven't seen a team this season and that said to me, "Oof, you know what? Wow, they look good. They're gonna go up. They are." I ain't seen one team, not even us. He's wide open. So let's get January right. Let's get a goalkeeper. Let's get a right wing back. Let's get an attacking mid. Let's get a striker. They're the 4 absolute musts that we need. We start the year in the top 7. We end the year in the top 7. If you've enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game. Stay subscribed if you're subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Be safe, be champions, and as always, toodoosh.